Good morning, everybody. Decided that today I was just fixing to go walk on the treadmill for a little bit, and thought of that just absolutely was not appealing to me at the time. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna come up on campus and walk around a little bit and just do a little bit of a photo walk. I'm filming with the Insta360 camera and the microphone, and got my XE5 out here, and we're just going to walk around, take some photos, take some videos, and see what we got. It's taking me a little bit of time to get used to the XE5 controls. Yesterday, the whole video that I shot was shot in classic chrome, which I would never shoot a whole video in classic chrome, obviously. I meant to be in standard. Film simulation dial overrides the custom modes. I didn't know that, now I do, so that's fine. Just learning something new. I know there's been a lot of talk about the film simulation dial. I actually kind of enjoy it, but everybody's a little bit different. I'm just kind of walking around, messing around today. Like I say, I got so dang burnt out. I walk on that treadmill, I just can't do it again. And decided to come on campus and just walk as far as I can today, kind of see what happens. There's always something cool to take a picture of down here anyway. And we might take some video with the XE5, but we might not. I can't walk by a bicycle and not take a picture. I think it's not possible for me. Like I say, these little FUJI lenses and those little pancake lenses, those are like perfect for the XE5. Absolutely perfect. If you want to use anything bigger or add a microphone, you're probably going to have to add a grip, which I have one on the way, but for now this is what I got. Because it's 40 megapixels, you kind of have a digital teleconverter, is what they call it, which is basically crop mode, and you can crop into like medium and small, and I really do enjoy that. I like having flexibility that way, and I have that set up right to a custom mode right here in front of my camera, so I can get to that real quick. Just makes, you know, if you're out shooting at the little zoom lens or a little pancake prime, this gives you more flexibility, and I enjoy that. And I use it all the time on my Sony cameras, and consequently use it all the time in this camera. That's like one of the first custom buttons I assigned. And then on the front here, I don't know if I can, you have this button here, and then you have this toggle switch. That's pretty cool. I have my white balance set to one way, push one way, and my ISO set to the other way, so I can have really quick access to those two things. Yeah, we gotta go take some pictures of this. Be looking too good, bro. What some of your guys' favorite film simulations are? Mine, I like standard, soft, and Reality Ace is becoming one that I like a lot. Oh man, I should have shot that in black and white back there. Dadgum. Sometimes I forget about acros, but that's just the way it goes sometimes. Let's see if I can get me a good acros here. I'm not just so into black and white photography, but when you get a banger they look so awesome, you know, the black and white. But it's not really my deal, so I kind of forget about it from time to time. I'm gonna go back and shoot a few in black and white, just because, especially that basketball goal there. Yeah, I got some black and white. Like I say, I'm not a normal black and white shooter. Just doesn't cross my mind a whole lot. And when I do, I'm like, oh yeah, man, that looks awesome. We take photos of what lies ahead. And this used to be the old power plant right here. And they've obviously have torn it down, or in the process of tearing it down, and not much remains of it. So I kind of want to come over here and take some photos of it, you know, just for documentation's sake here. And I want to do a quick stabilization test with the XE5, and also show you a few things from yesterday that I mentioned but I didn't show you. So you can flip the screen up like this, and that's looking pretty cool, you know. That's really handy. But back here on the back is that little ribbon that I was talking about, that I was worried about, you know, will that fail at some point? I mean, I can't really describe how thin and fragile that thing feels and looks, but it's there, and you should know about it. Will it ever break? Will it ever wear out? I have no idea, but it is what it is. Another thing we're going to talk about while I'm sitting around. Helicopter. Another thing we're going to talk about is the icons. I'll talk about the icons, you being able to go from really small icons to big icons, and some blind dudes like me can actually see it. There is a look at the normal icons of the camera, and that's what they normally look like. And then we'll go into LCD and turn that on the back of the screen, and as you can see there, the icons are just so much bigger and so much easier for a blind dude like me to see. And so and then, you know, of course you have the EVF right there, and you can change the icons big in the EVF as well if you need to, but I don't necessarily need to do that. But when you're using the back screen, it just makes it so much easier for me. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I have the 16mm 2.8 with me, and that's a lens that I used to vlog with on my XS10, and I'm just going to throw it on here, and we're going to walk down here and just do a little walking test. And we're going to do one walk with the just the regular image stabilization or IBIS on, and then we're going to turn on the electronic image stabilization, see if it's any better. Just from what I can tell, the image stabilization, it makes it, you know, it's sticky and then it jumps and sticky and then jumps. So I don't know if I like that too much, but we're just going to see how it works. Again, I don't know if this is a vlogging camera per se, but it just, you know, if you want to use it for some video. All right, this is with electronic image stabilization and the regular stabilization, 24mm. I'm sure it's going to be jumpy. It's probably not going to be the best in the world, but this camera is like so light. Might be good for this type of thing. And I think I got the color standard this time and not classic chrome, which is a plus. I don't know. Now we'll just take the standard image stabilization, the electronic image stabilization off, and see what it looks like. All right, we got the electronic image stabilization turned off for this test, and we're just going to walk around, do our little test. How's autofocus doing? Dude, my buddy Tim, there's always just a random person, no matter where you are in the world, there's always just a random person just like chilling, you know what I mean? Like, so strange sometimes. Not that I'm embarrassed or care, but it's just, I mean, it's kind of weird seeing somebody walk around with a camera for no reason at all. So let me know what you thought of the image stabilization between electronic image stabilization and no electronic image stabilization. We'll turn it on boost and see if we can get a good handheld shot. Okay, we got it on boost now, and we're just doing a handheld. I got the vlog pod on there, so I have a little bit of a way to stabilize the camera. Let's just do a pan. I can see it, you know, sticking and then releasing and sticking and releasing a little bit in the screen, but I can't tell. Anyway, that's a look at the stabilization modes of the camera and kind of a little bit of a test of the stabilization that you can get with the 16mm 2.8 and the XE5. Is this the best video camera in the world? No. Will it work? I believe so. Let me know what you thought of the photos and videos today. So far, just on my experience, so far, XE5, really enjoying it. Really enjoying it. I love the size of it. I love the photo quality. I like the video quality as well. It's definitely not a video camera. I wish I had a video still switch on it. That would be freaking awesome, but it doesn't. So it's a little bit of cumbersome getting into from one to the other, which is kind of a pain, but I think it's going to be a great little camera for a lot of people, including myself. And I can't wait to get the grip in and try a little bit of a zoom lens on it, because I'm more of a zoom lens guy. But man, if you enjoy shooting with these little primes like this, it's perfect. Perfect. You don't want anything bigger. It's just perfect for these little primes. You want to shoot something bigger, like a 1.4 prime, or, you know, big old telephoto zoom, this hitting the camera. But if you're just like to walk around with something like this, I don't know, it'd get much better. So anyway, let me know what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. If you guys could let me know what you think of this vlog setup today, I would appreciate it as well. And what I got going on today is the Insta360 camera, and I have it on a backpack clip turned upside down, so I mean, it's and then I have the microphone. I forgot what they call the microphone, but I have the 360 microphone attached to it, and it's a pretty seamless little setup as far as vlogging goes, or, you know, doing these type of recordings right here. And that's what I've been looking for. Like the pocket is great for certain things, and so is the action camera. But, you know, I just don't like, when you're out doing this type of stuff and you want to take some video, but you're not primarily focused on taking the video, it's such a pain to have to deal with, you know, two different things. You know, you're dealing with the camera and taking photos and stuff. That's my primary purpose. I don't want to have to take time to also deal with a video something. And this 360 camera with the microphone that they finally added seems to be an ideal solution. If you guys could let me know what you think. And you can see it just hangs down right here on my shoulder harness, and that's kind of what it looks like going along. I don't know what it's going to be like. Is the stabilization going to be crap? Is it just going to be a nightmare? I have no idea. I mean, I've used it before, but I can't remember. Got this microphone, little microphone right here. Booyah. It's up underneath my shirt. Let me know what you think.